Good morning. We are detailing this beautiful 2018 S63, Mercedes S63 AMG. Oh, this thing is a beast. It's beautiful, and it's in for our 5-year coating, I believe. So we're going to begin our wash process, and hopefully this thing isn't too swirled up, even though we're just doing our paint enhancement. This is a good customer of ours, and we want to make sure that this thing is looking great. So let's just take a quick look around first, because it's dirty, but that's about the extent of it. We need to get all that grit off. Wheels and tires, not bad. They'll clean up nicely. And when it was in the shop with the lights on, the paint didn't look bad, at least on the hood. We'll see what it looks like down on the bottom portions. But so far, I mean, it's kind of hard to tell without looking at it underneath the lights, nice and clean. But let's get all this junk off first before we start contact washing. Nice. Now, also, you need to stay tuned for this evening. I'm doing a podcast. It's going to be my kind of a first official podcast for the Voice of Detailing. And I'm not going to have anybody on tonight, but this is going to be kind of like an introductory podcast. And it will be live. That way I can answer any questions. And I have about a dozen different people who have responded that want to be on the podcast. Whether it's live or pre-recorded, doesn't matter. If you want to be on the podcast, I want specific stories, good and bad stories, and your origin story as well. And that's going to be the subject matter of the podcast for now, until we get into some other subjects. But I think that would be a great intro to introduce a bunch of people. And, I'd like to get some other bigger names on here eventually, but I want to start with the salt of the earth people. You guys who have watched our videos, who detail, whether as a professional or an enthusiast or just on the side or whatever. I want to hear your stories, because I think those are going to be very, very interesting. Where you learn to detail, and maybe personal stuff too, like what you do in your daily life, your hobbies, things that you enjoy doing, and then some of your worst and best detailing stories, whether cars, worst and best cars, the condition of the vehicles, and then your best or worst customers. So we got some good stories I want to share tonight on the podcast. So it'll be Mondays. I'll be publishing them Mondays, whether live or pre-recorded, Mondays at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. So don't miss that tonight when we go live and tell you guys some good and bad stories of our detailing career, because we got some doozies. That's right, doozies. So we have Super Clean in here that we are just pre-washing the whole thing down, softening up all that junk. And I think once I'm done with the Super Clean in that IK foamer, I totally forgot that I had a 2-liter or 3-liter, I forget what they come in, or 4-liter jug of the MSN from Koch Chemie, which is their multi-star, I think it's called. So that I'll put in there to use for our pre-wash for a while also. Basically, I like to use any type of strong alkaline pre-wash in those. Oh wow, great job coiling that up. That is terrible. What is this? That's terrible. Might as well just tie it in a knot.
Why don't you do it?
Why don't you do it? Okay, fine. I will do it. I will do it. Oh, man. I mean, you pretty much had it. It was just a few twists away. Just a few twists away. So I'm also currently filming and editing another Teemu video, and I do those because they give me a $200 credit for Teemu to go on there and buy whatever I want and then do a video on it. So why not? I'm going to choose the products on there, and I chose a bunch of products that, again, I thought would be practical, and there's some stuff that's great and some things that are not great. And I'll share those in the video. I'm going to be, very transparent in there and show you the stuff that I got that at first it looked awesome, and then things just weren't working with one item, and I'm really disappointed, but whatever. The thing was like $15, so what do I expect? But yeah, a bunch of the things that came in there, I'm actually going to be using on the job today, and I'll probably be filming a regular video on this also, and because I want to see if the clear coat is soft or hard, and some of the challenges with it, and see if it's something that could help other detailers too. Because some people think that Mercedes, just across the board, their paint is just rock hard, like all German paints are just rock hard, and that's not the case. We've done many Mercedes like this, black Mercedes, that the paint was actually pretty soft. So there's just lots of different variables to take into consideration. Maybe the older black Mercedes, late 90s, early 2000s, those were hard paint. I remember dealing with those, but even then, it's not like you have to take out the rotary and wool pad and old rocks in a bottle to cut it down. There's still other, pads and combos that you could use, even with hard paint. So we'll see if this is hard or soft paint. Oh, it's the BioWorks. Yeah, it's the BioWorks natural soap. That's what we're using for the shampoo. And if you do have questions, you can put them here in the chat, but also put them in this video's comments. That way I can get them later on. However, I am doing this thing with these live videos because YouTube is weird about live videos. Every time I do a live video like this, if I just keep it up, it doesn't do very well. But if I privatize it, download it, and put it out as a regular published video, it seems to do better. So I don't know, maybe I'll do a little test and see if this video does better if I just keep it on here as a regular live and test out the analytics and see. But put your questions in the comment section. How's the paint feel? Is it pretty smooth? I'm going to get a clay bar just in case I need it. Oh, good. All right. Come on, hot water. There we go. All right, put the clay bar in. Oh, sorry. I just ran into her. She was right behind me. Sorry, sweetie. All right. Yeah, put the clay bar in nice hot water. It's okay. Go back and eat your food. You're fine. I didn't actually step on her. I just, ran into her. Ran for her life. Like I'm trying to kill her. Goodness. So dramatic. Yeah, not bad. It's not too gritty up here either. I feel some stuff, but I think what I'm feeling is rock chips. And maybe some, like, etching of bugs or something. Yeah, there's not much coming off on the actual clay bar. So that's good. Little bit of grit on the sides, on the bottom sections. Again, really not horrible, but definitely want to get those little bits off. Oh, and I think some of this is road rash. The paint like goes underneath the door here. Or yeah, underneath the vehicle. Yeah, still just a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not feeling like anything.
Good. Good, good, good. Yeah, there's just a little bit coming off on the clay bar, but not bad.
Get a key.
Yeah. You need it right now?
Yeah, unlock it.
Unlock it? Okay.
I can't reach the top.
That's about right. Cool. I am going to use a water spot remover on all of the chrome and emblem bits. Because there's always junk in the emblems. And I will remove the plate. I know, I should probably do it now, but that's okay. I usually just do it while it's inside and just clean behind it. Some people are a little fanatical. I should say detailers, not just people, detailers. Some detailers are fanatical about removing the plate, and if they don't see it removed, they just go berserk. Especially in this stage. They're like, how are you going to get all the junk behind it? I'll take it off later and clean it. It's not a big deal. That's, you know, I'm not Jim White here from White Details doing like super, super crazy expensive details where I'm polishing everything to perfection. I mean, that would be cool, but there's no market for that here. Oh yeah, there's definitely some grit on this. Yep. But it's just in this area. Almost feels like overspray. It could be. Could be overspray. Or it could just be traffic film and soot that is really bonded to this. Yeah, it's pretty bad. And it seems to be like in these curves that the junk accumulates, and it's really hard to clay bar out. You can really, wow, yeah, you can really hear it. All right, I'll probably use an iron remover back here because this stuff is really, really like tough to get out back here. Okay, yeah, go ahead and rinse this. I'm going to use an iron remover. All right. I'm using the Warrior iron remover from Fab Automotive Detailing. I've been using that stuff for a while. I really like it. And then for these emblems, I'm using a water spot remover. And I like to do the emblems like this because everything is still wet. If you're working in the sun, things are going to dry really fast, so keep things wet with the pressure washer. You don't want any of these water spot removers drying on the paint because they are acidic or have other ingredients in them that, if left to dry in the paint, can cause some problems, some staining. And then, you know, that staining can most likely just be polished out, but still, mitigate that. Good word. Word of the day. Mitigate. Mitigation. I like this stuff because it foams up. So it does add lubrication. Cool. So the water spot remover is from Suds Lab. And this brush I dedicate for emblems, for water spot removal chemicals like this, and iron removal chemicals. Work stuff brush. Love them. All right. Oh, I gotta do the wheel still. Spray this on the mirrors. These always get water spots. Did she come back or did I upset her? Poor Mooshie. She thinks I want to kill her now. Dramatic cat. She's probably upstairs on the deck looking out at me, planning her revenge. Nice. All right, time to move on to the wheels. right. So this is Kochkemi Green Star for the tires, and I'm using the Turtle Wax iron remover, wheel cleaner that they did with Mr. Cartoon. I've had that one for quite a while. I think it came in a glove box. Oh, wow. Yeah, as to be expected, the wheels inside the barrels are pretty bad. These calipers and these rotors are gigantic on these Mercedes, and they put out so much brake dust. So this little tool here, you will see in the Teemu video, because again, it's like some products on there are practical and work really well, and others are just cheap knockoffs of things. But this does seem to work very well. Same with this little guy. Oh, wind. That's not nice. I know, it's not that cold, but that wind just hit my face and very, very unpleasant. Okay, where's that tire brush? There it is. 56? Yeah. Well, with wind chill, it's... Yeah, exactly. Yep. Sure. You can move it over here to the other side, and I'm going to film this other side. Oops. I did not put chemical on the tires yet. There's like nothing being pulled off the tires at all. It's pretty clean. No, you can't see anything. You see the bucket. There we go. That's a little better.
I'll let you fix it.
Cool. All right. From what I could see, there were no water spots on here, so that's good. But we do have a water spot job coming up, I believe. Not really happy about that. I hate water spot jobs, but they do come out nice. It's just a lot of work. If you are interested in seeing water spot removal jobs, I have quite a few on our channel. I think so. Yep, woodpecker going crazy in the background. I think I missed cleaning this section. I need to go back and hit that. Oh, I missed stuff, all right. Nice. Yeah, it's just this back fender. This is metallic paint too, which is great. Right up in here too, like over the fender, I missed. That's a spot that's always missed. I hate that when you think you go over a spot, thought you got good coverage, and you go back and you're like, nope, the mitt just barely grazed over it. It happens. Not the end of the world. Nobody's dying over it. How are the inner barrels looking? They good? You think so?
Lighting out here.
I know. There's so much shadow with the trees, shade. All right, I'm gonna take a quick look around, make sure everything is good. All right. All right. So here's where we got to do some double checking on stuff, just because it's annoying to clean wheels when they're in the shop and they're dry. It's just kind of annoying to do that. So I do want to make sure that at least the wheels are looking good inside the barrels. I can't see with the sunglasses on, and then I can't see with them off because the sun is so bright. Oh wow, yeah, they do look good. Make sure the calipers are good. Excelente. Nice, nice. Nicey spicy. Okay, good. That's looking nice. Cool. All right. I think we are good to go. To wrap everything up, pull it inside. All right, good to go. Uh-oh. Whoops. Okay. Yep, I got the key. There it is. Just gonna dump this bucket out. Whoopsie, made a mess. For the clay towel or mitt, we were using the Suds Lab mitt. It's brand new, just got it. Nice and fresh. Love it. Love a fresh clay mitt or towel. All right, hold on. I gotta brush this before we pull it in. That way the wheels don't, or the tires don't get all dirty and foamy. Oops. All right, we're good. Keep going, keep going. Oh, actually go that way just a little bit. I think that's good. Hold on, we might be able to back it up. Nah, we're good. Good, good. Oh, and for the clay bar, we used the optical clay. They're fine grade. Really nice stuff. All right. We're just going to use one towel. Nice big drying towel. It's got very light water spots, but they're the type that only show up when it's just a little bit wet and you can see it on the paint. Those should come right out. And I see just, oh, it's like hazing, but it's not heavy swirls. That could be indicative of really hard clear coat. I don't know. But then again, this thing only has 33,000 on it.
Wow.
So it was barely driven.
What year is it?
19.
Okay.
Either 19 or 18, actually, I forget. So hopefully there's barely any swirls on the sides too, because the top is all glass pretty much. The hood looks just a little hazy. Yeah, the trunk doesn't even look that bad. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna end the live. Not unalive. End the live. Oh, I gotta take off this plate. There's some deeper scratches on the trunk lid. Okay. Cool. Well, thank you guys for joining us. We're gonna get cracking on this thing. And I am going to make a separate video on this. So I'm going to start filming with my other camera. And from this point on, start, looking at the paint, seeing what it needs, then test some combos and see what type of improvement we can make. So once again, I think I'm just going to leave this video on. So if you have questions, put them in the comments of this video, not the live chat, but in the comment section, because the live chat kind of disappears and I can't answer anything on that. But we'll see you guys later.